the election, it's still not over yet. What is up, everybody? Republican here, and today we're gonna be talking about just taking I took like a break for a week, and I'm just gonna do a week recap of almost everything that happened this week. I'm gonna leave one more thing that happened this week till tomorrow, maybe tomorrow. But I got stuff here I want to talk about. First of all, Trump did tweet out that he is transitioning the power, as I guess. And people are thinking that that means that Trump lost. Does not mean that Trump dropped the court case or anything like that. It just means that Trump wants an orderly transition of power. This is what he tweeted out. He said, "Fight, and I believe that we will prevail. Nevertheless, in the best interest of our family, I am recommending that Emily," talking about Emily Murphy, she's a head of the transition team in the White House, "Emily and her team do what needs to be done with regard to initial protocols, and have told my team to do the same." Now he's not dropping the legal challenges. Nothing has been dropped. He's just he just wants an orderly transition of power. That's all that means. Alright. So now let's get on to the other stuff right now. Just wanted to bring that up because I think people got confused when they saw that. They're like, yes, or they're like, boo. This election isn't completely over yet. Just keep that in mind. Alright, so we got some voter fraud stuff going on. We got more information. In Wisconsin, I'm just going to go state by state so far. I'm just going to go state by state of what happened. Alright, Wisconsin, they found what could be 150,000 fraudulent votes, or ballots, not votes. And Biden is currently leading by 20,000 votes. In Wisconsin, you need a photo ID to mail in vote, and there are over 100,000 that do not have a photo ID on the mail-in ballot. And 12,000 votes were not counted, and they believe that 10,000 of the 12,000 that were not counted are Republican votes. Also, software glitches, switched votes, just normal stuff. So that's in Wisconsin. In Georgia, Trump campaign released a list of dead voters, meaning 3, which I thought was kind of useless. I'm like, you released a list. I'm sitting there like, oh boy, let's see how many dead voters we got. And I'm like, there's 3, which is just a big waste of time if you ask me. Ridiculous. All right, Republicans were banned from poll watching in Atlanta, which is a big thing. This happened in Pennsylvania. There's a big issue with this in Pennsylvania. And I don't like it. If you are banning someone from poll watching, that's voter fraud. That is vote fraud. 5,000 votes not counted in Floyd and Fayette County. Is that how you say it? And if you didn't know, Floyd and Fayette County, they're both red currently. Fayette County is like right underneath Georgia or Atlanta, and Fayette County or Floyd County is like at the top left of Atlanta. All right, and then 9,000 votes were given to Biden, wrongly given to Biden. So, and I think Biden's currently in the lead by like 10,000 or something, 14,000, something like that. So if the 9,000 votes get flipped to Trump, that means that Biden loses 9,000 votes and Trump gains 9,000 votes, which would more than not give the state to Trump, but this has not been done yet. Pennsylvania, 680,000 votes were not certified, so they may be fraud. I'm not going to say that all 680,000 votes are fraud, because I highly doubt that, but they were not certified yet, so we don't know. Also, 100,000 mail-in ballots were requested by Republicans and were not received or counted. Because if they're not received, they cannot be counted. Now, how does this happen? Are they lost on the way there? Do they throw them out? I don't know. But 100,000 Republican votes were not counted. Biden's currently in the lead by 70,000 in Pennsylvania. All right, next part. Also, more than along the lines of that, Republican mail-in votes were never received and counted. In Arizona, 55% of Republicans said that they mailed in their vote and it was not received. In Georgia, 40% said that they mailed in their ballot and it wasn't counted. Michigan, 30% was sent out but not received or counted. In Wisconsin, 20% was not received or counted. So you're telling me that we're going to call this election off, but yet 55% of a vote is not counted? That's just ridiculous if you ask me. It just doesn't make any sense. So that's pretty much all the news I have for the voter fraud issues. Trump still is in court for this. So there are going to be court hearings, I think, on December 14th, if I heard right. And now I'm going to talk about one more thing real quick. I saw this study, and it said 9.4% of Biden supporters stated that they would not have voted for Biden if they knew about the Hunter Biden emails. This is a big problem with the fake news media and how YouTube and stuff like that only shows what they want you to see. This is why I don't like that. Because you have all these people who were lied to and they didn't know something and they wrongly voted for somebody. First of all, this is why I said do not early vote. Because if you early vote and you don't know something, like something happens in the future, you can't early vote. That's just not how it works. And I just don't like fake news media because how many news media has talked about Hunter's emails? I don't know. I literally don't know. I don't know if there was a single one that talked about Hunter Biden's emails. At least I didn't see any. Maybe Fox did. I'm not sure. And also 8% said that they would not have voted for Biden if they heard about the rape allegations. Now, let me explain to you. You might be saying like, oh, 9%, that's not a big deal. 9% of 80 million is like 7.2 million. That's a lot. That's a lot of votes that Biden could have potentially lost if we didn't have a fake news media. That's a lot. 7 million. If Biden lost 7 million and Trump gained 7 million, Trump would be in the lead right now. But it's whatever. We still have the voter fraud. We still have all these things that we look forward to seeing in court. So, without further ado, hope you like the video, guys. Please leave a comment, subscribe for more about peace. And whatever you do, just keep the faith. Don't think that Trump lost yet. This isn't over. This isn't going to be over for a long time. Alright, see you guys later.
Hey, Donald Trump is your president, if you like it or not.